Okay, so this is the Anytone AT6666, AT6666, I think it is. Sorry, had to have a look at this. This has been like new in the box for a while, and would you believe it? I've owned this. I don't know, 2 or 3 years, and it's got a bit of dust on it actually at the moment. Probably should have cleaned it a little bit nicer. It's brand new in all ways, except for the fact that it's sat around for a while. Nice looking little radio, nice microphone and up down buttons, etc. Anybody that knows me knows I'm a bit of a 10 meter FM freak. I love pointing beams around to repeaters all around the world and seeing what we can sort of get back off a few kaplunks here and there. Obviously this radio has a lot of different bands it covers. I've got to remember how low it goes. 26. Okay, so it's going to go up in roughly. It varies and it splits there as it goes up. But yeah, okay, so this thing does 26 to 30 megs, close enough, I suppose. Not sure. I'm just trying to remember if they went any lower, whether they went down to 12 meters or not. But let's have a look. Oh, look, you know what? No, I don't think they did. Maybe this one didn't, but I thought I'd just pull it out of the box. I mean, the 10 meter season's about to hit us, and I think we're going to have a good season too this year. I really do. So what do we got? We've got. I'm just trying to think what we're going to hit first with this. I was going to go through a few of the functions, but actually, let's find out how much power it does. Let's get right to it, eh? I'm curious. I dialed up 29.6 over here, and I'm just on FM carrier at the moment. Oh, that's not bad. 45 watts. Actually, that's not bad for an FM carrier. Just for everybody's information, we're going to a Motorola 2001 analyzer and just into dummy load at the moment. Now, I'm not sure that there'd be any problem with running this radio because it covers all the 28 to 29.7 ham band. There could be some discussion over, the obvious, but for all intents and purposes, what I'm about to show you is going to be pretty much on 10 meters, and it's really, without going into great detail, obviously it covers. Well, there you go. Now, if it came up on that straight away, so it's obviously has different band splits that can take you into 11 meters as well. So no kidding around. It can do that. I get that. I'm not even going to bother to test whether it transmits there because there's no real need at the moment. I just want to make sure that it transmits on 29.6. So yeah, I'm liking this FM signal, but let's just see what it does on sideband. So we'll go mode, AM, upper, lower. Just having a look at all the modes on here. It has a PA, FM. All right, so let's just go to upper sideband, which would be fairly right. Let's have a little look and see what we've got. Hello. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. So about 60 watts transmit, which is, look, and that's not getting very warm at all either. That's the heatsink on the back of it there. Quite a chunky heatsink, really. That's not bad. I mean, if we called that 60 watts PP, that's not too bad at all. I must admit, I'd probably use this more as an FM set for me for what I love doing. But let's sort of just go to about 28,490. And I did notice too, if you push the button here, this just changes which one that you can change. So look at it's just moving with the 100 kilohertz, and then over to megahertz, and then we're going back to kilohertz. Hundredths of hertz, get it right. So if we go onto 28,490, now I don't really need to change I'm just wondering if the power level changes at all as the band. Oh, look. Can't whistle at the moment. I need a drink. Where's my water bottle? Jeez, not here. All right. Sorry. Hang on. We've got to go up to. I want to be on 28,490. Hang on. How do I do that then? Good thing I'm on dummy load. Right. Okay. Sorry. So I actually did that a bit wrong then. Don't mind me, and I suppose that's what the problem is sometimes, that mistakes or that can happen. Right, 28,490. Let's try again. So we can just keep moving ourselves around and get ourselves on to 490, and it's not too bad actually. Right, okay, let's try that whole trick again. 28,490. And it should be about the same. It looks like it's pretty well broadbanded actually. Hello, hello. Yeah, so getting up towards 60 watts just on a halo, so pretty good there. And yeah, so much for not caring whether it worked on 27. It obviously does, so I sort of gave the game away a bit there. But I, to be honest, wasn't about to check it. Didn't really care. But yes. So what else we got on this that's a bit interesting? They do have it looks to be. There's a power on the outer. Okay, so that control on the outer is power output. So you can actually throttle the power back. So let's go to FM and just have a look at how much it throttles back. Alright, so we'll turn it right down to low. I'm getting a new little tripod, electronic tripod for my phone, which is for doing video stuff. So it's going to be interesting. Might actually help us out a bit. Now let's just see what that does there. Okay, so that's 1.75 watts. So it's quite a swing of power. So I'll just bring this up slowly. And we're on 28,490 at the moment on FM. And we get back to about close enough to 45 watts. Now, I would assume AM would be the same. Let's find out. Let's just have a little look on dummy load. Oh no, AM's quite substantially less actually. So AM, they do throttle back the power quite a bit. So from 15 watts down to, let's have a look, 2.3 watts. Yeah, so they've got FM obviously working like it should, because obviously people would really like to on 29 FM to have a bit more power. I mean, they could virtually run this thing into a nice amp and do quite well on 10 FM. But that would require the receiver to work well. So that's my next question is, how well does the receiver work? We'll go to FM and we'll do a test there. Whoops. There we go. Okay, so we're squelched at the moment. Now, let's just plug away over here. 28. I think I just hit the wrong button, didn't I? 8, there we go. 490. All right. So, let's inject a little bit of a signal into there. What are we looking at? 0.5 of microvolt. Now, I need to unsquelch this fellow when I find the squelch, which is there, and we need to just give it a bit more there. I need to turn that down. It's getting a bit loud. Okay, so we're putting in, I reckon I'm squelched overly. There's my squelch there. Alright. That's my little clarifier on the middle there. Power and that's better. I was going to say, must be an RF gain. I'm just looking for it and I just found it. The reason was I was putting in 15 microvolts of signal and I'm thinking, I'm not getting much signal back for that. I was starting to panic for a split second. Alright, so let's take that down. Have a look at that. That's, let me turn that down a bit on my monitor so you're only hearing the radio now. That is virtually beautiful and noise-free at 0.5 of a microvolt. And it's just cutting out. It actually squelches itself out at 0.158. But you watch what happens when I just flick it back up to 0.5 of a microvolt. It's just noise-free. Absolutely noise-free. What I can do to trick that. Now, let's have a look here. We should be able to have a little bit of a play here lower. Yep, we're still hearing that 0.158. I can hear it at 0.0499 or if you're a dBm man, minus 133 dBm. This thing has got a lightning hot receiver. My God, it has. Okay, so this is when I start to sort of look at them and think, oh, hang on, this is not a toy. Look, I've got to be honest, I have not had a lot. I've got a number of Anytone radios here in the box, so I could show you boxes of them here, different models, and I have not had time to pull any of them out and have a play. So this is the first one I've actually had a chance to say, all right, let's have a look at it. They've been here for long enough, that's for sure. And no, look, I'm impressed. That receiver is lightning hot. That's quite something, actually. Not what I expected at all. I must admit, I was thinking this review was going to head down the path of another 27355 radio, but I'm, and don't get me wrong, obviously it can go there, and that's all. But I'm more interested in what it can do at 28 and 29 megs, just for what I do. That's obviously everybody has a different application for these types of radios, but that is really stunning. I noticed also that you can go to a frequency or channel mode, so you can actually channelize it, and I would say this would be look, I mean, we've already ascertained it works on 27 megs. We're on dummy load, so we legally can show you this, but let's have a look. I'm just sort of wondering, it should channelize, I'd say. Yeah, okay, so yeah, so what they're doing here is making it into a 40-channel CB. Now, obviously, this can't be type approved in any way, shape, or form to work on CB radio for the obvious reason that, well, one, it's just not type approved well, it can't be. So I was going to question something in my own head then, but no, it can't be. And secondly, the power limit, the power on there would be way too much. So for CB. So, but yeah, so there is a channel version that you can have it set in, or you can go back to frequency, and and the good thing is it does seem to remember very much what you've done before. So it's remembered on band split. G that it seems to be there that I preferred 28490. Now that's a good thing. Now let's see if I go up to band split. Was it J? Yeah, J. So J remembers 29.6. Very nice. Don't get me wrong, they do have memory functions and different things you can do. And have a look at that. Actually, it does get down to 25 megs. Not sure if that's the bottom, but now I don't know if that's the memory. I must admit, I haven't actually read the manual, so please don't crucify me for that. I just haven't had time. But let's have a quick look through. Scan will be obviously what it is. Dual watch, emergency. Wonder what emergency comes up with. Let's have a look. Let's find out. 29765. Well, I'll pretty safely say that's not an emergency channel, but anyway, it doesn't matter. They have a menu function, which will get in and do various things. Look, I won't try to even guess my way through. But look, for someone that's not read a manual, I did find this pretty easy just to sort of chuck on and say, righto, just wander through, hit a few buttons. So I found it very easy to use this sort of toggle system where I can just suddenly say, all right, I'm going to QSY down to 28450, bang, I'm there, and I'm sort of hello 1 2 3 4 5, and so look, for a 10 meter FM sideband unit and AM as well, not bad. They do drop their power down a little bit on AM, so fair enough. Not unusual. You do see that even on amateur, full 0 to 30 meg amateur sets, the AM level is generally set at about a third of the FM level. But yeah, okay. So look, well built. Wasn't the plasticky piece of rubbish I thought it would be. Actually quite well built. To be honest, I wasn't sure how this little look at this was going to be because. There's some radios that I absolutely fall in love with, other radios that I don't, and I just wasn't sure whether this would be one I'd fall in love with. I won't go as far to say I fell in love with this, but it's practical. It seems to be able to do what I'd want to do with it, and just the ability to just run around the bands pretty fast, and if I wanted to quickly make my way up to 29.6, bang, I'll just do that, and whoops, I just blew that theory to bits, didn't I? Righto. Here we go. If I wanted to quickly get up to 29.6, I'm not making it look easy, but we will make it look easy in a second. Here we go. Righto. So look, you can get yourself around with the sort of push and shuttle back and forth pretty fast. So yeah. All right, look, I'm not going to bother putting it on air, only for the fact that there's really not going to be much happening on 10 metres at the moment, and Look, even if I was to put it on air to have a listen on 27, there won't be anything happening there this time of night. But look, just to clarify, legal on 10 metres FM, 10 metres sideband, etc., 10 metres AM, 10 metres CW. Did it do CW? I don't think it did CW, actually. There's a point. I don't remember seeing CW. Okay, so if you're a Morse key addict, you're out of luck. Out of luck with this one, but you do have a PA, so there you go. That'll make up for it. Anyway, look, not a bad little radio, and judging by the receiver spec, I would say a great radio to sit listening on one of the, the interstate 10 metre FM repeaters. Just for your knowledge, very soon, Albury-Wodonga area, the Albury-Wodonga area from the Northeast Victorian Amateur Radio Club will have their 10 metre repeater up and running. So more on that very soon, and you'll hear that IDing, but we've got the repeater call sign through now, and I know that there's a lot of work going on behind the scenes. So hence why, radios like this could be, really good for that application, and certainly that 60 watt output stage won't go astray either, when you're trying to access repeaters around Australia and certainly into the US. Look, probably the only thing I haven't covered on this is whether it has tone for a lot of the repeaters overseas, etc. With a name like Anytone, you would have to think it does, but just let me check. See, I do read books, very rarely, but I do. Yes, well, the menu operation that we didn't get into, probably just very quickly, one of the things I really like about this is that it does have its 100 kc offset. You can set the direction of the offset, repeater plus, repeater minus, etc. CTCSS for your tone squelch, it certainly does have, which is great. You can play around with some of the scan and certainly have a play with what's it do here? With it, make a scan list for it. Yep, fair enough. And the rest really is just little internal features like control the noise blanket, echo. You can have echo. Did I see before? I thought I saw Roger Beep somewhere. Of course, yes, Roger Beep. Highly recommend not. But anyway, it might annoy a few amateurs. What else? No, the rest of it's pretty basic, to be honest. Just looking through here, it does have SWR protection, so we'll kind of you can set an alert on there, which is probably not a bad feature especially if you're mobile and you knock your whip or anything like that. Mic gain internally can be set. Actually, quite a few things. So look, overall, it paid to pull the manual out of this one and have a bit of a look. What else we got here? Voltage protection, you can have a feature on for that. Okay, so the clarifier, you can set the clarifier so that it's either just an RIT or an XIT, or both RIT, XIT, so both transmit, receive. There's a feature I didn't see. You can change the colour of the display from white, blue, green, yellow, red, purple, cyan. Default is white. I'm in blue. There you go. Here's where you can set the repeater. This is very important for us 10 metre freaks, 100 kc split, so you can set it to something else if you do get something that has a strange split. Now they're sold, as you can see, as a 28 to 29.7 programmable in brackets. Now interesting, because then they say they have bands A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. Now that's a lot of band splits to cover 28.0 to 29.7, isn't it? Surprising. But yeah, as we've just found out, they do just quite a little bit more than that. Okay, so look, by the way, I would agree with these receiver specs. They're saying 0.25 a microvolt. I reckon it's better than that. For 10 dB. Yeah. No, it's pretty. No, it's better than that, to be honest. We actually got better figures than that. But there we go. All right. Well, what did they say the power output was too? I'm interested. There you go. FM 45 watts, sideband 60 watts, AM 15 watts. Pretty much what we found on the analyzer, so maybe the analyzer doesn't need to go in for calibration just yet. All right, so there you go. They come with a nice book. It's actually quite a nice, colourful looking book. Look, I'm going to give it a thumbs up. You know what? I wasn't expecting to, but the Anytone 6666. Great little radio, and probably if you're looking for something on 10 meters to chuck in the car and run around chasing DX this 10 meter DX season, probably couldn't go too far wrong. And they don't sell for a lot of money either. They're not too expensive. I won't go into the pricing, etc., because it does vary. There is an Australian dealer I've seen, Shannon, selling them. So certainly contact Shannon on Facebook. I know he has quite a few of these. Shannon, big thumbs up, mate. I actually think they're a good radio. As I said, I wasn't sure how I was going to end this, but I've really been impressed with it. So I hope you get a few more sales out of people asking questions. Cheers, 73s. All the best.